In the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready, set.
On the ground, the drive starts with Sims. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, they run with Sims. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they left with a 3rd and 2.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Straight ahead, here's Nwogu. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle, Nwogu. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
That one complete down the field to Smith.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Sims.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like
go on 2nd down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space
starts to unfold that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Not 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Adams. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Back to throw. Howard. He'll look downfield for Waller. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They had a good drive going their first time out, ended with the interception. The good news is they get kind of a mulligan because we're still at 0-0.
They certainly do, and you notice he spent a lot of time on the phone. You know, and I know he wasn't talking to mom and dad on that when he was talking to the eyes upstairs, talking to the coaching staff. Guaranteed, what did you see? What was I doing? How do we make sure that doesn't happen again in this ball game?
Second and 6. Being chased out left.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
He'll look to throw.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and you can pick up stop him before he can get a good head of steam going.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Shaq Thompson able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up fourth down. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. This is taken at the 15. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Adams. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard. But sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
On first down, Adams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The Chiefs at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And some space here. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Well, what do coaches tell us all the time, CD? We've got to get our playmakers more involved. And certainly running with the football is one way, and it paid off right there.
And you're talking about paying off to great effect. How about the big explosive play that was a result of that play call? Big-time execution on that one.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. They'll look to throw here. A complete once again to Watson. And he goes out right around the 39. Second catch for him today, and they'll wind up a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now a first down carry for Harris. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ready. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the give is DeWalder. And he stopped immediately there. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Jones will come now in motion right. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. This pass on target, Velus Jones with it. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. A gain of 22.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Second and 10 now from the 27. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee you, Crowley has told them, you know what, stop coming after me downfield, because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now, you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now, with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And Gay knocks this one through. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. They start on the ground with Adams. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, here's Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down. This is Adams. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Run up the middle. Adams. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. On 3rd down, they go with Adams. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say, we'll see what happens.
Come on, guys, you got this.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have... And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run again with Adams. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and pick up the first down with Adams. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's got some space here. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. So this, not a stat line that you'd expect to see 2 touchdowns for him now in the ball game, both coming on the ground.
And while it may be unusual, it's obvious they found something that they like on offense that they can use against the defense, and I think they'll continue to go to it until they stop it.
McManus's point after is good, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got Smith here. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Ready. Check you.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. On to give, it's Adams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They run on 2nd down with Adams. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Howard now to throw on 3rd down. Complete. It's Dotson. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Ready, set. Strike 2. Field clock. 6, 7.
To throw is Howard. Throwing on 4th down. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
They'll run here with Sims. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Now Sims. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Final minute now in the third quarter. They'll run it again with Sims. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now they run with Sims. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready, quick. Black Ultra.
He'll look to throw. He's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
This likely a must-have 3rd and goal. And they'll run again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2.
Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs.
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
And if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Ready.
A handoff, Adams running left. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And this offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Up the middle they go with Adams. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Drops this off with Nwangu.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or really something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Chargers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense, it's really kind of geared to stop that play. Your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
It's a give to Adams out of the shotgun. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now they run out of the shotgun with Adams. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On the handoff, Adams here. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Now Adams. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown of the game and fifth on the year.
And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Now McManus for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. To the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Back to throw here. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And this one is incomplete. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle.
Ready? 10 cycles.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Let's go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lost one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs are likely going to win the football game. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Let's go now.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On the ground, right side, it's Adams. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Darren Waller, a 15-yard touchdown grab. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. McManus now for the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. One final shot. They'll look to throw.
Taken in left side, it's Wilson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. So this one